Why? Who's first? I don't see anybody. Your first comment. Oh, okay. Quick on the trigger there, bud. Yo, thank you so much, man. We're climbing. We're climbing in the subs. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. That's awesome. What's up, guys? Nice to see you.
Well, so you can point that fucking finger up.
that song has such a vibe, like heavy, right? Isn't that song heavy as shit? Like that's heavy. I don't care who you are. What's up, Buckethead? Non-Thailand. Nice to see you guys. But it's not just this is insanely heavy. Very cool. Very cool. I'm LC3. I'm tightening up parts, practicing tool. Welcome to my live stream. We're live on Instagram and YouTube. Hey, D-Roni, what's up? What's up, Andy? How are you guys? I am using my secondary Adam Jones Les Paul because my freaking saddle broke on my bridge on my other one, on the one behind me. So I had to order another one. I use Nashville bridges with titanium saddles. I get them from Corsair Faberware USA. And man, I feel like when I'm intonating, I'm doing something wrong, and I keep messing up that little black clip that holds my screw from backing out on each one of the saddles. I don't know. I've watched a ton of videos over the years. I think it's just a mixture of corrosive sweat and how much I actually play. Hey, thanks for the subscribers, man. Thank you. That was what I really drove home today, was how many hours I actually play on these guitars a week, and it's obscene. The amount I'm doing. I got to be doing 60, 70, somewhere in there. Easily. So I'm always intonating, because things move, and and when you're playing, what I do is I remove Adam's guitar parts from the record, so the records are on point. So you need your tuning to be on point, because if you're not in tune, it sounds like not great. And what was really driving it home is I just started recently practicing culling voices for the very first time. And I realized in that song, the very first two notes are perfectly unison that he's hitting. And I realized I had to use a looper pedal for this situation, but those first two notes are super unison. So if your intonation is not on, man, no matter what you do, that part's going to sound like dog shit. So it's luckily this backup is very much it's there. There's so many variables. How your fingers pushing down, if your fingers pushing the string up even the slightest bit, you're going to get that sharp or flat, depending on where you're sitting. Day two. Thanks, Damas. So from what I gather so far in learning this song, there's 3 guitar layers. That's one, right? Then once that starts looping, then you've got Yobi8329. I tag Adam Jones TV, which I think is his personal Instagram. I've tagged that dude for years. Years. I've never gotten one like or any share from anybody. I don't know why. It's a numbers game at that point, and I'm really surprised. It's either that or I'm just delusional and I really suck at this. I don't one or the other. So then there's there's second layer. Then there's this third layer. Me too. That'd be cool. Mike's creative. What's up, man? It's so good to catch you again. You inspired me to learn some tool. I'm assuming he said. But thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you. Awesome, man. What song did you start off with? What's your entry? What are you entering into the world? Let me tell. Get yourself a good. Make sure you're hydrated. Less headaches when you're hydrated. Thank you, Alexander. Appreciate it. All right, so let's try this with the looper pedal. Oh, whoops, I gotta have my effects on. I have this loop going through my effects loop with my others, so they need to be fully engaged. I'm going to Motley Crue in 3 days. Nice, Nathan. Fail. No, that wasn't smooth. It wasn't smooth. It wasn't smooth. You're learning 46 and 2. Nice. All right, we'll play that here in a second. Got 2 layers. So cool, but I have to upgrade my looper system because I can add the parts in, but I can't take them out and then put them back in. And to be able to play that song by myself, I need to be able to pull the loops out and put them back in during that whole like first half of that song. So it's going to be interesting, but I'm going to make it happen. I am a challenge is accepted. Oh, Dolly? Oh man, Steel Magnolias. Was one of, I know it might be surprising, but it's more in my top 20 movies. Was it Dolly or her brother? All right, let's play 46 and 2 for our buddy Mike's Creative on Instagram. I can kind of walk you through a couple things too, so you can just kind of have a mental note. Feel free to screen record this, Mike, if you want, for so you can reference to it later. So flanger as the effect, delay. Flanger and delay are everything in this song. Yeah, you don't have to worry about wah or anything like that. So just flanger and delay will really help you. So your baseline Adam Jones tone. So depending on whatever amp you're using, you can dial in something that sounds close. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars like people like me do, and people even crazier than I am that actually have the amps and everything. But you can get close with modelers and things of that nature for your home entertainment. Pudgy, what's up, man? Opening, it starts off with the bass. So you can use your volume pedal, you can use your volume knob right here, and actually when the bass starts going and the guitar rolls in, as we say, you're just going to want to hit an open note, open D, so you'll be tuned to drop D. I like to hold these two down. Remember, guys, I have no musical theory knowledge, so I'm just going to talk numbers to you. Sorry. So you hold the 2 and the 3 down. That just completes that D to me. Complete your D by holding down 2 and 3. So you can learn a lot from me right now. Complete your D by holding down 2 and 3, right? And then roll it in with your... I have a volume pedal down here like Adam does. But for people that don't, you can use your volume knob and just roll that thing in there. Right? And then the second note, we're going to hold down the 3rd fret. And then right? Now this one, you just want to keep your volume tone low. With your effects on. Right? In my shadow. This part's always like fun. This is coming up to the chorus. Single notes for the first half of the chorus. Power chord. Stabs. Oh, there is wah on this, right, for this bridge. And then you're going to keep the wah basically at the bottom section. That's the only use for. Oh no, you'll have. I think you'll have one more use of the wah at the end, right? So then we're going back into the to the verse. You keep your volume low. Single notes. And right before the next chorus comes in, you can throw your effect on and really bend out your 12. You'll hear them go. So. I like to bend things. What up, Spartacus? Stabs. Now these stabs are, they're not on the ones, so not 1, 2, 3. It'd be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the first stabs we're going 1. The second group of stabs are on the end, so you go. They're opposite. So that's one major change in this song that can get a little tricky for the newcomers. And then they're all on the upstrokes. Is the easiest way I can explain that. And now we're into that bridge, you know. From there, we're going right into the wah. You know, keep your effects on, get that wah blasting. And make that sound as creepy as possible. And we're in the bridge. Now, during the bridge, the only thing that's happening on the bridge are these 2 extra notes that will throw you off, and they happen through the halfway part. It's really kind of hard for me to explain this shit because I don't have formal musical training, so I can't explain them. I know there's guys out there with their masters in music listening to me right now like, what is he fucking talking about? But I'm so sorry. I am a self-taught musician. I have no idea about these time signatures or anything. I can play 41 Tool songs, but I could not talk to you for 41 minutes about how the music is put together. I'm just able to do this. But there are two notes in there. It's actually one note. It's that one note, and then you reset the whole riff. So if your riff in completion was, if that's the whole riff, right, and then you're about to repeat it, but before you start to repeat it, you're putting one more note in. That's this note. And then repeat. Okay, so follow me. See that? There's just this like one note, one or two notes that just help, that gets it. I'm going to be playing it in context here in a second. But that's pretty much the gist. And then you're going to take that up the octave toward the end when you're into the solo of the wah. So it's the same thing on the D string, but you're going to do it on your third string, which is your other D string. Your higher D string. And I'm so sorry for saying that we really didn't use wah earlier in the beginning of me explaining this song. I'm going to actually kick myself in the ass because wah is a huge part of this song. So get yourself a wah pedal, Michael. Thanks for subscribing, guys. Then we get the stabs at the end. And you're in it to win it right there, Michael. End recording. It is one hell of a riff, 100% James. Yeah. Pudgy, we are on the road to 100,000 followers and subscribers over. We need a better name. I don't like followers, and subscribers is cool, but we got to figure out something better. I know Tooligans is a thing, but I feel like I need something that's more us, more me. So if anyone who's been with us for a minute has any suggestions, I'm all freaking ears. Kevin Black, thank you very much. You, bro, you deserve these subs, one of my favorite bands, and you crushed these lessons, dog. Bro, thanks, Kevin. Thank you very much, my friend. Now that I'm fully a full-time spectacles wearer, I feel even more... I got to put on my white lab coat. So I was doing I started doing a live. I only did one episode of it, but I call it Tool School. And I basically explained to the best of my knowledge how I learned how to play guitar and like little tips and tricks for newbies on how I did it. You know, like if you can't read music, you can still learn how to play because I can't read a fucking lick of it, but I love playing all kinds of bands. And then how I play these Tool songs. And I was calling it Tool School. So if you guys are interested in Tool School, I will fire that up. I know we only did one live. I did one episode of it. I got a whiteboard and shit. I was just trying to make it fun and interactive. But we only worked on one song. I think we started with H. But there is a lot of potential for Tool School. People were digging that. I think we did it only on TikTok, so have to look into that. Bruv, you took the time out of your stream to show me this. You deserve all the subs. Thanks, man. My pleasure. No, I'm saying if you guys weren't here, I'd be talking to myself. So let's get real. So thank you for spending your time with me. I know time is probably our most valuable asset in this life. So thank you guys and that's why I try to keep it positive and as high quality as possible for you. So when you are here, you can walk away with something with a smile on your face. With a smile. So we're going to play 46 and 2 next. I'm just giving my strings a good stretch here. We put new strings on this thing. And this is my backup. It doesn't have the tusk nut that when I broke my original one back here, and I had it repaired, they put a tusk nut on, and wow, holy difference when it comes to tuning with that shit. But this guitar usually was set up and ready for parabola, which is a really odd tuning when it comes to Tool songs. So it's not like a tuning you just want to jump, take your guitar right into. You know, the neck needs a little bit of love, to have half the neck weird like that. In my opinion, remember, this is all just in my opinion. But in my opinion, it was a tuning nightmare trying to like tune down for parabola with my regular standard guitar, with this like at its drop D standard position. So we got a second one, and I set this one up for that. So then I had to spend this morning resetting this up for drop D so it stays in tune. Because you'll be surprised, guys. You'll be freaking surprised. When you start playing with the track, that's where you hear it, you know, because you're like, the whole band is always on point. Like when I pull Adam's guitar tracks out of this music and it's just me, Danny, Justin, and Maynard, they're always on point because they're their record recording, right? So I'm always the one that sucks in the band. That's like, hold on, I gotta tune. Guys, I gotta tune. Can you just give me 1 second? Just one more second. What's that? 1 second. I'm just tuning. You guys are a fucking recording. It's unfair. Can you hit the sober riff real quick? Wondering what notes it is. Yeah, the intro bends are at, you're going to use on your G and B string at 12 on the G and 10 on the B. And you bending up the G string for that whine. Right? I'll show you here in a second. I just got a couple more strings to stretch the hell out of. How many guitars do I own? I have, I think I have right now, I have 8 in rotation that I use for my live stream. So I use these two Les Pauls. They're Adam Jones Les Paul signature guitars. I use them exclusively. I use them for the Tool stuff. When I play my other live stream, which is LC3 TV, I play bands like Lamb of God, Deftones, CKY, Snot. I have a lot of different tunings in there. So I have about 7 other guitars. I got a Paul Reed Smith. I have a Jackson 7-string. I have a Jim Root signature telly that's tuned to drop B. That's to play Seven Dust. 7 Dust, Slipknot. I have a No Name guitar, and I have a Fault Line, which is a custom guitar that my buddy built for me, which is a reverse headstock Telecaster that I use, and that's in E flat. So I'll play Alice in Chains, a number of bands in E flat, and I'll use this guitar to play the Rage Against the Machine, Audio Slave, even Lamb of God. Like this guitar comes in great for the Lamb of God. If you guys saw, Mark now has a signature Gibson, so kind of works. I have not added any Avenged Sevenfold. Truth be told, back when I was a live touring musician, I actually opened up for Avenged Sevenfold a couple of times with the band that I was with, and because we were both bands going up at the same time, I never took any time to learn them. And I'll tell you right now, Sinister is an incredible guitar player, and I just do not have those chops. I really wish I did, but it's something that I would have to really work on before I was able to bring it to the live stream. But you know, kudos to those guys, man. They were badass back when we were on those shows with them. And that was in their very beginning days. That was probably a few months after Bat Country, the video was released. So they were like in their full image. Like their stage stuff was exactly like how they looked in that video. They were really they were on that tour, riding that out. Fantastic performance, man. They were fucking really good. All right, let's play. And yeah, anyone wondering, my amp is an Axe-FX 3 Turbo, and there's a whole mess of freaking settings that get me to where this tone is that would take me hours to explain. But for the bass, it's an Axe. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Thanks, James. Thank you so much. Michael, I hope that's helpful, bro. Ripping some 42 for a guy who's going to start learning the song. Fantastic. I remember when I first started learning 46 and 2, I was like 15. I'm currently 44. But holy smokes, man. And I remember I said this a bunch. I said this a few times on the stream. I was playing 46 and 2 wrong for like years. So I was playing it. Up here at like the first position. Which is not wrong. It's the notes. It's just not the correct position, right? And I think the bass player, it kind of lives in that thing where he's pulling off of the one and doing all the movements on the on the string below it. But this is how I was playing it when I was like 15. Right? So then when I really started getting into playing this song for real, I really started to look, and I saw a video of Adam playing, and I'm like, oh my God. He's simplified it even more and just kept it on the top string and just plays it up here. You can it immediately sounds more like Tool the minute you do that here. You hear the difference? So understanding that and then re-looking at all of the Tool songs I knew, I was like, I'm playing so many things wrong. Another common mistake. Sounds right. Totally right notes. Absolutely correct. Just not where it's played. And you can hear the difference. So, right, this is where I was first playing Pneuma. This is where it's actually played. Huge difference. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like Tool here, or where it sounds like chicken picking here. And it's just the same thing. He just took it up to the 12th, kept it beefy using those strings. So that's when I really started. I was like, okay, I already was starting to feel like I couldn't trust tablatures in the first place because, like, again, backing up, I have no formal musical training. I can't read music. I don't understand any of it for the most part. So I've always used tablatures, and when I was a kid, when I first started playing when I was like 13, 14, all you had was tablature if you could even find it. It was either that or musical books at Sam Goody or your local music store. So when tablatures came out, I thought tablatures were Bible, and they are not. They are more in it. It's a shit show. Some of the tablatures I've seen where I'm like, how did you let that pass? How did this guy clearly didn't even know what he was doing with his instrument. So once I understood that, I then started to learn music. I started combining tablatures with finding live videos of the people playing. So like at the time, Pantera, Deftones, all kinds of stuff like that, Adam Jones. Finding live videos of them playing it and trying to see where their hands were at. You know, you most of the time you can't get clear shots of exactly what they're doing. And Dude from Deftones, he actually makes videos of himself playing. Adam makes it very hard, so you got to go and search. But when you watch Adam play Numa, with the exception of the bridge section, it's all here. It's all up at the top. And then the bridge, where he's by himself. Then you're back to that position, which is cool. Bro, you look just like I get a lot. I get Randy a lot. Yeah. I do. I get that Lawrence Coleman guy a lot. People think I'm him constantly. Dude is annoying. You do look. I do. They say I sound like him. I look like him. Paul Gilbert, get out of here. It's uncanny. Paul didn't pass him. All right. For the people that are in the chat, what's some of your favorite Tool songs? Because I'm just practicing right now. I have a live stream tonight on my TikTok channel at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm doing a little post-lunch practicing right now. But let me line up my practicing with maybe a song that you guys like to hear and maybe want to learn something about. What the fuck? Flipper's been dead for years. Flipper's dead. How long does a dolphin live? Somebody Google that shit. We got a dude on Instagram wants. Sounds good, Mike. No problem, man. My pleasure. Louis, absolutely. I literally was just about to pull that up. So let's do that. We're gonna work on Enema because Louis is here. If you guys don't know Louis, he's another Adam Jones and Tool enthusiast right here up in the chat. So let's talk about Enema here, and I'll walk you through how I play riff to riff. So let's learn together. What the hell is Maynard saying? Is he just breathing? Because I count 9 breaths. Or 9 whatever the hell he's saying. So I count 9 of those, and then I come in with the guitar. Because remember, I use a program called Moises to pull out the original guitar tracks because I play without a safety net. If you guys are guitar players or bass players or drummers, please start using the program Moises. Pull out your instrument, and then you get in there and be a part of the band and challenge yourself and become a better musician 100% across the board. Once you know the song front to back, pull out, if you're a guitar player, pull out the original guitar parts and get your ass in there. He's saying, hey. All right, so 9 hays is the accurate amount of hays before the main Enema riff comes in, right? Thank you, Lou. So 9 hey. So hey, 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 right? And then you're going to go. Don't pick through this whole thing because then you're going to get 1,000 Tool fans screaming at you. That's not how it's played. I've been doing this live stream since 2021. I've seen it all. So this is a one-hit wonder. The 2-hit. The 1-hit that starts the riff like an engine. Right? And then you're going to chop down on your D and your G string. Right there. You want to really chop into them. Make sure you're in tune because it'll sound like crap if you're not. So 2 hits. I think it's 3 hits total. No hit in the beginning. That's what I mean. No hit in the beginning. You're just coming on with your finger. That's it, right? So that's it. Only hit is here. And then silence your strings by laying your palm back down on the thing. So follow me. Let's try that again. I'm trying to exaggerate my hand movement so you guys can see it. Okay, pretty simple, right? Then we're going to drop down our volume for the verses. And we're going to be doing the same technique. You're going to actually be hitting more. You're going to be picking more. And then you're going to be coming off of these 2 strings. So again, I'm exaggerating here. Okay, so this hand is essentially like a motor. It's just constantly running. Get wilder, volume up. And now we're into the chorus. This is that little... And right in this spot, coming out of that first chorus, he hammers on, brings his volume back, slides up. Does that twice, so. And then we're back into... This one changes slightly too. Adam Jones and all of his variations. This one goes. So he's kind of just like hammering on. Has this little discord sounding to it. See that? And then we're back into it. And then we're into this part right before the bridge. Flanger on. For the very last one, he's going to do the full chord structure. This is where you'll put delay back on, grab your slide, put it on your finger, and I like to give it a little bend as I bring my volume down, getting ready for the next part, and then slide into that first note. Some say a comet will fall from the sky. You know, keep this light and tasty. Bring up your volume a little bit. Keep your volume about halfway. Because you want it to be mysterious. You don't want to be overgained here. And I like to walk down each string. This one I take up the octave. Slide up on the A string there is what I found to be as accurate as possible, I think. Now your delay here, you don't want it to be overextending. So if you hear mine kind of cuts off, it trails off pretty quickly. You want that to kind of avoid like overhang. Right now I'm using my Giga delay by Boss. Sometimes I switch and I'll use the carbon copy. It has a little bit of a finer tail off, which sometimes works better for the solo. So then we're into the solo. Again, volume pedal is only about 3/4 because you don't want this to be over grainy, but slide into all of them. Up to the 15th fret. Yeah, you're up to the octave of that. So it's up to, it's actually the 13th. Back to 5. And then we're into the solo, sliding to A. Yeah, go up to 15 and then pull off. Try to put pinch harmonic dynamic into every Adam Jones solo. And what I mean by that is get the skin of your thumb hitting with the pick on those things to really get those wild. Because when you listen to Adam play wild, man, he really gets after it with making that tone sound fucking cool and dynamic as hell out there. So you could slide into the note without it. Or you can put some hey now, as I like to call, into the string. Just gives it some more action, man. Don't be gentle on your strings, man. You can always retune, but really, like, if you really put your feeling in there. So from the beginning of that. I could have stayed longer on that. And we're back into the song. From there, it really just goes into some, fuck all then fuck all your clones, fuck all your memory, and we're going. You can keep your flanger and delay on. Just watch that your palm mutes don't like mush into each other. And then he starts really winding it in toward the end of that section by taking the higher end of those chords, doubling it up on them. Comes down a step. And then we get to the quiet part. Single note. All effects still on. Right? And then we're into... Remember pinch. Again, I'm exaggerating slow. And you see these little bends I'm doing in between? They're very important. You can hear him in there when he plays. He's big on subtle bends like that. And then for the last stabs, it's just this backwards. Ugliness. Bum, 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 bum. And that you would do with your flanger on. And that's the end of an enema. Let's play it in context. I don't think I've had a formal enema, so I actually can't speak from experience, but I play the song often. Thanks, Lou. Appreciate that, man. It means a lot, bud. Yeah, I play. I have 2 live streams. I do. I'm answering for Tom New York or Tom NYY, whatever. I have 2 different streams. This live stream where I exclusively play Tool, and then I have another live stream where I play Lamb of God, CKY, Deftones, all my favorite bands. I think I got about 60 songs on that list. And that list is coming together quite nicely. And I do that, you know, Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays. But Tuesdays and Fridays are usually always exclusively Tool. All right, this song is called Enema. Thank you for subbing. I haven't, Steve. Thank you.
anything. Fuck your tattoos. Fuck all you junkies and fuck your short memory. Yeah, fuck smiley ladders with hidden agendas. Fuck these dysfunctional, insecure mattresses. Try and read between the lines. Yeah, I can't imagine why you wouldn't. Well, the many change my mind. I wanna see it come down. Get it down. Suck it down. Flush it down.
Rock and roll. Rocking and rolling. I have to say this, but in my opinion, with the two Les Pauls I have, the one that's broken plays better than the one that has not broke. Weird. That is wild. That's usually what happens when yet they lose value. Yeah, that's weird. When they lose So where on the guitar do I break? Oh, I'm not going to walk you through that. If you have a Gibson, it should just happen. You like breathe on it wrong. Put your finger down, asshole. I'm just going to keep getting my reps in on this. I just started learning culling voices. And I'm using a looper pedal to be able to even play this fucking thing. Pudgy, I literally cried. I had a few tears the day it broke. So there's 3 guitar parts. This is the first one. I'm going to try to put the second and then put the third one on. And I have to re-record that because I fucked it up already. Looper pedals. What did Louis say? My Silver's Burst broke. If you get an expensive guitar like that, definitely invest in a music stand. Or yeah, and I recommend the Hercules. Mine was on a really shitty guitar stand that wasn't a Hercules, and it fell and broke. Now I have all Hercules, and they're rocking and rolling. Until they fall off of that, I won't have anything bad to say about Hercules. Louis, my silver custom broke. I had it repaired. Sounds amazing. Yeah, and I don't baby the shit out of any of these ones, like, because I play like a freaking madman when I'm doing my live streams, and if I'm playing live, like this is just who I am. So I beat the shit out of these things. You got to see, like, I wish Louis you could see this in person. Like this part of my arm right here. So this guitar, it's nice and it has like a right angle. My arm has actually worn this part down on that guitar, like worn it completely down where it's like rounded right here. It's insane. It's insane. Fucking looper pedal. I have one with a Floyd, yes. Let's get the second part right before I record it and then... So that's the 2. ladies and gentlemen, culling voices. Day 2. Culling voices, day 2. You want to put a 4th on? Some off-time shit. No, that's just 3 loops. That's 3 loops. You got your first loop. And then and I want to thank Cameron Winters for this one. I'm following his playthrough pretty much verbatim. OG guy. I'd like to meet him and Max one day and thank them in person for helping me just learn a lot of this shit. And then the third part is. Rock and roll, man. All right, let's go to the next tune that I'm gonna screw with here till copyright police shows up. They're probably not gonna show up as fast because I've been doing more talking and teaching. So let's dive into H. Now, I don't claim for any of this to be dead on balls accurate, but I feel like I'm starting to get close. I'm new here. That's why I asked. What do you ask? Oh, this tune? Yeah, that was called Culling Voices by Tool. I'm just learning how to play it. I just started. It's crazy on stage. Adam, Justin, and Danny are all playing it. Yeah. Pretty cool. LC3, Cam Winters, and Active Creation, Mount Rushmore of Tool Bros. Let's go. Don't forget Max Niesel. He did a good job. He got a bunch. I learned, like my Tempest playthrough, how I learned how to play Tempest, I learned by watching Max's playthrough, which isn't 100% accurate either, but you gotta watch his hands and watch Adam's hands. I play through a Fractal Audio Axe-Fx 3 Turbo. That's the amp that I use. I also race it on Deer Park Avenue on the off days. Hey now, hey now, hey now. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. This is awesome.
What's holding up is a mirror. What's singing songs is a snake. Looking to turn my piss to wine. They're both totally void of hate. Killing me just the same. Now, snake behind me hisses what my damage could have been. My blood before me begs me, open up my heart again. And I feel this coming over like a storm again.
I'm gonna start this over. I'm still fine tuning this intonation from the change that I took this fucking guitar from the tuning from where it was. Yep, there's my damn culprit. It's always the G string. Is a leave it to the G. Thank you. Thank you for subbing. I'm right here. Yeah, at home. My bad. What up, Tom Bell? Ashley, Bacon, those guys, they got families and kids, man. I'm a full-time live streamer, so like the moderators that I do have here, they're people that I associate with and I go back and forth, but I don't hold them to be here, ever. Like this is a total volunteer kind of thing. Smashley's got family, she's got kids, Bacon, I think he's got kids too. Yeah, he's got kids too. Day jobs, there's that too. The kids are back to school, so there's all that. You know what I mean? So that's probably one of the main reasons. I do have a Discord chat. You guys can always come in there. Most of the moderators are in the Discord chat, so we always kind of connect there, here and there when I'm not doing live streaming here. But because this is what I do, I have at least a few hours every day that I'm out live streaming. I don't expect people to be here every time. It's just one of those things, So super grateful for having everybody. Don't get me wrong there, but Smash always really makes herself very present on the big days, on my main live stream days like Tools Day, which is every Friday night at 9 p.m. and that's where we have a lot going on in the chat. Just our last live stream, our last Tuesday, I had over 900 people in there for a while. So we had a lot of stuff going on. So it's good to have the moderators for that. For YouTube, I really just practice here. So it's always more of like a low key kind of deal. I can answer questions. I'm always accepting donations and things of that nature for song requests and whatever. Just like and this is one of my moderators here today, Yeti Mountain. He's been with me for a long time, and he helps me out whenever he can as well. So it's just one of those things. And there's Gracie. We were just talking about Gracie. Gracie, do you have kids, right? Three boys, that's what I mean, man. They're all going to school. They were asking why they haven't seen Greasy or Smash or things like that in the chat. My moderators in the chat, and I was just explaining to them, life, just life, man. Real music, live music, feel it. It's real. We don't get enough of that real shit these days. 100%, Scotty. Some of his parts are so cool, man. So cool. Tom Bow, love the streaming, bro. You always bring great. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. That's pretty cool, man. Thank you. Well, that's what makes the community great. We come here, we support each other while we can. Yes, exactly. Exactly. You can always rely on me to be here. This is something I've chose to do in my life. I was a live touring musician for many years. This is my grand pivot. When the world got crazy right around COVID. And now, I've tried to make this awesome. Look at this guy behind me. What part of that isn't awesome? I'm the only fucking live stream out there that's going to put up a fucking silly picture of himself. Too funny. Too funny. All right, let's rip one more before I head off for my mid-afternoon hang. I'm blind to the world in front of me. Do I do some? Do I put something on my? No. Good eye, my friend. Good eye. No. This is an old Dimebag Darrell trick. You're noticing the texture that you're. I know. I see you noticing my knobs. Take a hot glue. Take a soldering iron and get it real hot, and then you poke little holes into the plastic part. Make them even and symmetrical all the way around. And that helps with sweat and grip. So I play a ton and I sweat and things get slippery up here. So this, by texturizing these shiny, very, very smooth knobs. See how I'm slipping on my smooth knob here? By putting the texture, it grips now. So as wet as I am, you can go get a blowjob anywhere. But with slippery knobs, this allows you to get a better grip on the nip, if you know what I mean. There we go. That was the most fucked up way I could explain that. I try. But soldering iron, I learned that from Dimebag Darrell years ago. Yeah, we're going to give Travis his song request, even though he didn't send any money. Let's go, y'all. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I'm LC. This will be the last song for this mid-afternoon. We'll be back on this evening. Come on through. Come hang out with us. This song's called Highway to Hell. Thanks, Soul. It's hooked up to a Slurpee machine. Cherry Slurpee.
11 is when we wave goodbye. 11 is standing still. Free and by. Opening me with a gesture. Show me where it all began.
Yes, MXR. appreciate that, man. Happy birthday, Mrs. Yeti. That's awesome. This is a picture of me when I was younger. Every picture of you is of when you were younger. I heard a comedian say that once, and I was like, mind blown. There is it. My younger self. Manos. Come on. That's for Saturday morning, bro. Yeah, that's 1 hour and 54 minutes younger. Chip, a little clearer vision of that. That's not a true smile. That's more of a staring at something awkward. That's like the that's what that is. I'm aging well, yeah. Now that picture is 1 hour and 55 minutes old. Ah, damn it. Good times, guys. All right, we'll be back live a little later this evening, probably around like 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come on through, man. Thank you. I hope today's lessons worked out. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna start calling we will do Tool School on Tuesday afternoons and early evenings. So join me tonight around 7. We'll do another couple songs. I'll walk you through what I know about them, how I play them. Hopefully, I can help out players out there that are trying to learn and master some of this shit because it's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. It's not Yingwei, but it's a pain in the ass. So, thank you. We got over 20 something subscribers today. Thank you guys so much. We are on the road to 100,000, but we'll take 20K to start. So the more the merrier. Come on in, tell your friends about us. And we'll be live later on this evening, so be safe. If I don't see you before tomorrow or whatever, be safe out there. Tell someone that you love them. Give them a big old hug because you never know. Our days are numbered, friends. And remember, God bless every last one of you. Be safe out there.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
You are a smelly pirate hooker. Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
Go comatose for me, baby.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
WNBC.